This is just a sample of the audiobook. To get the complete audiobook, access the link posted in the first comment.
So if you happen to be just passing by, stop in at the Saturday night fish fry. It was Friday.
Well, there you are. That was the signature tune. Now, I have an impressive lineup of guests and a repertory company of two of the most talented actors working in England today. I thought it would be a good idea for you to meet them before we began. So, for this first programme, I managed to track them down and catch up with them at the place we arranged we would meet, the BBC Radio rehearsal rooms. Firstly, I said hello to Hugh Laurie.
Is that right?
Hugh, hello.
Good afternoon to you, Stephen.
Now, Hugh, tell us something about yourself, your work.
Stephen, I've worked extensively in both television.
What sort of characters are your speciality, would you say?
I like to work younger character actors, rustics, passed-over majors, and embittered paediatricians.
I see. What about Shakespeare?
Never have played Shakespeare, funnily enough. I don't have the height, you see. Though I did once play Christopher Marlowe in a television special. I've been in dozens of Shakespeare plays, of course. A Midsummer Night's Dream, Merchant of Venice, even to some extent Timon of Athens.
And comedy or tragedy, mostly?
If you'd ever seen my bottom at Stratford, you really wouldn't need to ask that.
Well, I did catch your bottom at Stratford, in fact.
You did? I gave my bottom opposite Peter Warner's Snout, of course. I've also presented a crab in The Two Gentlemen of Verona in Bromley and Westcliff. That's Westcliff-on-Sea, of course, not the other Westcliff. If there is another one, which I doubt. Comedy is much more difficult, of course.
Why is that, I wonder?
Well, you probably didn't know this, but the essence of comedy is truth. If it isn't real, it can't be funny.
Can you give me an example of that?
If a pretend person is walking down the street and they slip on a pretend banana skin and fall down and pretend to fracture their pelvic girdle, it isn't funny. But if a real person is walking along and they slip on a real banana skin and really fracture their pelvic girdle, it is funny.
Is that right?
Oh, yes, very funny, because it's true.
Is it?
Yes, absolutely true. Happened to my grandfather. I laughed for a week.
Well, Hugh, I'll let you get back to your work now. Thank you very much indeed.
Entirely your pleasure, Stephen. Bye.
Yes, aren't you forgetting something, Hugh?
I don't think so.
Good. I thought you might be, but you're not. Excellent. Now, let's, if we may, meet Emma Thompson. Emma, if I can just tear you away from the scene you're rehearsing there.
OK, Barry, take 5. I've counted how many there are in the box, so if you take more, I'll know.
Emma, hello.
Yes.
Emma, I suppose you're best known to the public for your portrayal of the neurotic, friendless madwoman who thinks she's a star. But really, you're just a wholesome girl next door, aren't you? I'm sorry, I got that wrong. You're best known as the wholesome girl next door, but really you're just a neurotic, friendless madwoman who thinks she's a star, aren't you?
Yeah. I think the most extraordinary thing about me, Stephen, is that when I played Portia, you really believed that I was playing Portia. I even, and this is the truly frightening part, I even believed it myself. I truly believed I was playing Portia. I can't account for that.
Eerie.